سلام. من مهدی نوری هستم و توی این ویدیو با هم میخوایم بریم سراغ قسمت سوم از درس 4 کتاب American Headway سطح دوم. In the previous video, we talked about some unusual restaurants. Now we want to continue the topic. Listen to people who visited the restaurants. Answer these questions after each person. Which restaurant did they visit? Who with? What was good about it? What wasn't so good? What were the other guests like? Listen, answer the questions, then we will check them.
Track 55. Unusual places to eat. 1. Alexander.
We were on our honeymoon and we saw some brochures about this restaurant. It was my wife's birthday, so I thought, why not? It's expensive, but you don't find many restaurants like this. It was difficult to get a reservation because it only takes 12 people. When we arrived, we had drinks on the deck above, and someone gave us a talk about how they built the restaurant. And then we took off our shoes and descended, down the spiral stairs, and into the restaurant. Actually, the restaurant itself isn't very exciting. The decor, I mean. But it doesn't need to be because of the view. It takes your breath away. All around and above your head are hundreds, maybe thousands, of fish, all colors in a blue ocean. I was sitting across from my wife when a turtle appeared just behind her head. In fact, we were so busy looking at it all, we almost forgot that we were there to eat. The food was delicious. Fish, of course. But to be honest, we felt a little bad eating codfish, surrounded by codfish. There was just one problem. A guest at the next table. He spoke really loudly and complained about everything. We couldn't find anything to complain about. It was the perfect honeymoon restaurant.
2. Tomo.
I booked online, of course. It's the only way you can get a table. And I went with my sons. They're 5 and 6 years old, and I thought they would like it a lot. They were very excited. They thought the servers were robots, so when we arrived and there was nobody there at all, they were a little disappointed. But the whole place was amazing. It was like walking inside a computer, so the boys soon became excited again. We picked up a card and sat down at one of the big round red tables. The boys loved the touchscreen TVs. They got the idea immediately and started choosing food from the pictures. While we were waiting, they were texting their mother to tell her how amazing it all was. In just a few minutes, pots with their meals came flying down. The boys couldn't believe it. They were shouting with excitement. We all had steak and salad, and then the boys had baked bananas with ice cream and chocolate. It was delicious. There was an older lady sitting next to us. She was a little confused, so we helped her. She said, "I think this is more for young people than people my age." Maybe she's right.
3. Lucy.
I was hungry when I arrived at the restaurant, but when I saw the crane, I forgot about being hungry. I was a little nervous. The host, David, said, "Don't worry, it's 100% safe." Huh, I'm sure a few of the other guests felt like me. They looked very pale. Anyway, we sat down at this huge table, fastened our seatbelts, and up we went. I couldn't look down. Everyone was saying, "What a wonderful view," but I just couldn't look. When I finally felt safe enough, I opened my eyes and the view was amazing. People were waving to us from the ground. They probably thought we were crazy. The weather was perfect, thank goodness, just a little breeze. I began to enjoy it. The other guests were all a lot of fun. I didn't know anyone at the start, but I soon made some friends and the food was good too, especially the clams. The chef cooked them in front of us on a tiny stove. But the best part of all was at the end, when everybody learned my name and they started singing "Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds." No diamonds, but I was certainly in the sky. I was sorry when we came back down.
Let's talk about Alexander. He went to Etha-on-Undersea with his wife. The food was delicious, but there was a guest who was speaking loudly on his phone and he complained about everything.
Tomo went to Spaggers with his sons. He said it was delicious. There was an old lady who was confused.
And finally, Lucy. She went to dinner in the sky. She said the view was amazing, the weather was perfect, and she had a lot of fun with the other guests. And still we are talking about food. Vocabulary and listening. A piece of. Match the amounts in A with nouns in B. For example, we say a loaf of bread. A loaf به معنی یک قرص هستش. یک قرص نان. Try to match A with B, then listen and check your answers.
Track 56. A piece of.
A piece of paper. A loaf of bread. A bottle of juice. A can of soda. A pound of apples. A gallon of gas. A pack of gum. A pair of jeans. A slice of cake. A bunch of bananas.
A piece یعنی یه تیکه. A loaf میشه یک قرص. یک قرص نان. خواستین جمعش ببندین میشه loaves. A bottle یه شیشه. A can. can قوطیه. A can of cola این نوشابه های قوطی. A pound از نظر وزنی 1 پوند. A gallon 1 گالون. A pack یه بسته. A pair یه جفت. A slice یه برش. A bunch یک دسته که مثلا ما میگیم a bunch of flowers یعنی یه دسته گل یا میگیم a bunch of bananas یعنی یه دسته موز که به هم دیگه وصلن. Listen to 6 conversation. Tell us 1. Where is the conversation taking place? Take place means happen. Where is the conversation happening? این conversation ها کجا دارن اتفاق میافتن؟ A newsstand. دکه روزنامه فروشی. A clothing store. مغازه لباس فروشی. A pharmacy. داروخانه. A convenience store. این فروشگاه های خیلی بزرگ که هر چی رو شما بخواین اونجا میتونید پیدا کنید مثل هایپرمارکت ها. A cafe. Coffee shop. A supermarket. 2. What does the customer want to buy? And 3. Are there any numbers or prices that you hear? Write them down. Let's listen.
Track 57. 1.
Just this copy of the Times, please.
That's $2.
Sorry, I only have a $20 bill.
No problem. I have change.
Thanks. Oh, and can I have a pack of gum, too?
Okay. That's $3.50, please.
2.
Excuse me, how much is this pair of socks?
They're $3.99 a pair.
Okay, can I have 2 pairs, please? Do you have any in blue?
I'm afraid they only come in gray and black.
Never mind. A black and a gray pair, please.
That's $7.98 altogether. How would you like to pay?
3.
Good morning. Can we have 2 double espressos and a latte, please?
What size latte?
Just medium, please. Oh, and 3 slices of chocolate cake. It looks delicious.
I'm afraid there are only 2 slices left, but the carrot cake's good too.
Okay, and 1 slice of carrot cake then.
Certainly. That's $17.79.
4.
Can you help me? I need something for a very bad cold.
Yes, of course. Are you allergic to aspirin?
No, I'm not.
Okay. Take these 3 times a day.
Thank you.
Do you want a bottle or a pack?
It doesn't matter. A bottle's fine. And can I have 2 packs of tissues too, please?
Sure. Anything else?
No, that's all. How much is that?
That's $11.69 for everything.
5.
A pack of cards, please.
Sure. Anything else?
Do you have any cold soda?
I'm sorry, but the refrigerator is broken.
Oh, so you don't have anything cold to drink?
No, unfortunately we don't. We only have hot coffee and tea.
Oh, no thanks. Just the pack of cards, please.
6.
Good morning. What can I get for you?
4 slices of turkey, please. Organic turkey.
Okay, that's 4 slices. Anything else?
Yes. Can I have that large piece of cheese?
The cheddar?
That's right. How much is that?
$10.49. But you don't pay here. You pay at the checkout with your other items.
Oh, okay. And can you tell me where the fruit and vegetables are?
They're in the first aisle, over there.
Oh, thanks very much. I'm lost in this place. It's my first time, and it's so big.
Conversation 1. They were at a newsstand. The customer wanted a copy of the Times, which was $2, and a pack of gum. گام به معنی آدامس، یعنی یک بسته آدامس میخواست. Altogether, the customer had to pay $3.50.
2. The conversation was taking place at a clothing store. The customer wanted a pair of socks, and the socks were $3.99. Also, he wanted 2 pairs of socks. So in total, he had to pay $7.98.
Conversation 3. They were at a cafe. The customer wanted a double espresso and a latte, and 2 slices of chocolate cake and 1 slice of carrot cake. Altogether, he had to pay $17.79.
The fourth conversation happened at a pharmacy. The customer wanted a bottle of aspirin and 2 packs of tissues, which cost $11.69.
Conversation 5. They were at a supermarket and the customer wanted a pack of cards. They didn't talk about any prices or numbers at all, just a pack of cards.
Conversation number 6 happened at a convenience store. The customer wanted 4 slices of organic turkey and 1 slice of cheddar cheese. It cost $10.49.
Who says these lines, the customer or the clerk? Clerk is the salesperson, a person who works in a shop. Customer مشتری، clerk اون مغازه‌دار یا اون کسی که توی مغازه کار میکنه. 1. No problem. I have change. I have change, it means I can give the rest of your money back. یعنی من پول خورد دارم که باقیه پول تو بدم. Who says this sentence?
The clerk.
2. Do you have any in blue? When you go to a clothing store or when you want to buy a pair of shoes or a bag, you can check the color using in plus the color. وقتی میخواین رنگ چیزی رو چک کنید، الان داریم پرسه اینو آبی شو دارین، از این به اضافه رنگ استفاده میکنین. Do you have any in blue?
The customer.
3. I'm afraid there are only 2 slices left. Here I'm afraid means I'm sorry.
The clerk.
4. Take these 3 times a day. In English, for pills, we never use eat. We say take pills. همیشه برای دارو توی انگلیسی از take استفاده میکنیم. میگه 3 بار در روز این دارو رو مصرف کنید. Take these 3 times a day.
The clerk.
5. Do you have any cold soda?
The customer.
6. They're in the first aisle over there. aisle به این راهروهایی که بین هر طبقه‌ای که جنس چیده شده باشه میگن، به خصوص توی سوپرمارکت های بزرگ به معنی راهروه. اسش خونده نمیشه. aisle. They're in the first aisle over there.
The clerk.
And now let's talk about the writing. If you have the book and if you are watching the video with your book open, then go to page 104. Imagine you receive an email from an old friend. It's many years since you heard from them. You want to reply and tell them about you and your life. Make some notes about it. For example, if I want to write to an old friend, I will write about these. That I moved to Istanbul, I'm married, I bought a house, and I'm self-employed. What would you write to that friend? Let's talk about but, although, however. You know, they all have the same meaning, but we use them in different forms in sentences. We use them to talk about contrast. I mean, when the first sentence is positive and the other one is negative or vice versa. وقتی یه جمله منفی، یه جمله مثبت یا حالا برعکسه، ما از این کلمات برای ربط دادن جملاتمون به هم استفاده میکنیم که تقریبا یه معنی دارن، اما استفاده گرامریشون با هم دیگه فرق میکنه. I don't write many letters, comma, but I send a lot of emails. But همیشه بین دوتا جمله میاد و حتما قبلش از کاما استفاده میکنیم. Although I don't write many emails, comma, I send a lot of emails. اگرچه که من ایمیل های زیادی نمی نویسم، اما ایمیل های زیادی می فرستم. Although at the beginning of the sentence, comma, the second sentence. I don't write many letters, full stop. However, comma, I send a lot of emails. بازم میگه که من ایمیل های زیادی نمی نویسم، اگرچه که ایمیل های زیادی می فرستم. اما استفاده however اینجوریه که جمله اول رو می نویسیم، نقطه میذاریم، جمله تموم میشه، however, comma و بعد جمله دوم. Now let's practice. For these sentences, write them in different ways. Look at number 1, for example. We can say,
Although I love ice cream, I don't eat it often. I love ice cream, but I don't eat it. I love ice cream, however, I don't eat it.
Do number 2, 3, 4 yourselves. Comment them for us. And now so and because. He lived in South Korea for many years, so he speaks Korean well. He lived in Korea for many years. What's the result? He speaks Korean well. So we can match number 1 with B. First we have cause, then we have the result. ما همیشه بعد از so از نتیجه استفاده میکنیم. اون سالها توی کره زندگی کرده. بنابراین نتیجهش اینه که میتونه کره رو خیلی خوب صحبت کنه. He speaks Korean well. Why? Because he lived in South Korea for many years. And we match this one with sentence A. First we have the result and after because we use the cause or reason. اون کره رو خوب صحبت میکنه. دلیلش چیه؟ ما بعد از because از دلیل استفاده میکنیم. به خاطر اینکه اون سالهای زیادی رو توی کره زندگی کرده. Now look at these sentences. Join them with so or because. We will tell you both forms.
I don't eat broccoli because I don't like it.
I don't like broccoli, so I don't eat it.
She went home because she was tired.
She was tired, so she went home.
We didn't enjoy our vacation because the weather was bad.
The weather was bad, so we didn't enjoy our vacation.
He passed all his exams because he worked hard.
He worked hard, so he passed all his exams.
I enjoy history class because I like the teacher.
I like the teacher, so I enjoy history class.
We stopped playing tennis because it started to rain.
It started to rain, so we stopped playing tennis. We have got an email here. Read the email. Who is writing? Lindy is writing it. To whom? To Teresa. Why? What news does she give? As you're reading the email, complete it with the words in the box. But, although, however, so, because. Dear Teresa, how wonderful to hear from you. Of course I remember you. although it's been almost 7 years since we were neighbors. How did you get my email address? You told me a little about yourself and your family, but now I'd like to know more. You ask how we are all? So here's some of our news. First things first, George and I are now divorced. I know you never liked him much, so you're probably not too surprised. However, we still see each other a lot because of the twins. They're 9 now and they're good girls. Although, of course, sometimes a handful. We moved from St. Louis because I didn't want them to grow up in a big city. We now live in a beautiful old farmhouse in Missouri. I love country life. We have lots of land, so we grow all our own vegetables and keep a few chickens. However, it's all very expensive to take care of, and so I sell some of our products to the local stores. We never have enough money for vacations and treats, but we're happy and healthy. I can't wait to hear more of your news. Right soon. Please come to stay. I'd love to see you again. Love, Lindy. چند تا کلمه که فقط ممکنه براتون جدید باشه. یکی اون که گفتش که we are divorced، یعنی که ما از هم جدا شدیم و طلاق گرفتیم. Twins به معنی دوقلو، گفت من 2 تا دختر دوقلو دارم. و sometimes a handful یعنی که شیطون میشن و شیطونی میکنن و مراقبت کردن ازشون سخت میشه. And now it's your turn. Write an email to your old friend. You can comment it for us and we will definitely check it for you. And let's finish this unit with everyday English. Can you come over for dinner? Come over for dinner, it means come to my house for dinner. I'll cook or I'll provide food and we can eat together. What is happening in the picture? What are the people eating and drinking? Match a question in A with a response in B.
One. Would you like some more rice?
No, thanks. But could I have another piece of bread?
2. Could you pass the salt, please?
Yes, of course. Do you want the pepper too?
3. Can I have some water, please?
Do you want tap or bottled?
4. Please just help yourselves to the dessert.
Help yourself به معنی از خودتون پذیرایی کردنه. یعنی بفرمایید از خودتون پذیرایی کنید. Dessert به معنی دسر بخورید. We will. It looks fantastic. Did you make it yourself?
5. Would anybody like some more ice cream?
No, but I'd love some more fruit. Is there any left?
6. How do you take your coffee?
Black, no sugar. Do you have any decaf?
7. This is delicious. Would you mind giving me the recipe?
Not at all. I got it online. I'll give you the website.
8. Do you want some help with the dishes?
No, of course not. You're our guests. خب اینجا داریم یاد میگیریم که چطور میتونیم مؤدبانه و محترمانه از کسی درخواست کنیم که کاری برامون انجام بده. Can I, can you, could I, could you رو قبلا با هم دیگه یاد گرفتیم و گفتیم could یه لول مؤدبانه تر و رسمی تر از کنه. اما جمله اینجا داشتیم با استفاده از would you mind. Would you mind giving me the recipe. 2 تا جمله داریم. Would you mind closing the window and would you mind if I close the window. اولی به معنی این هستش که مشکلی هست، مسئله هست اگه بلندشی پنجره رو ببندی، من دارم از شما میخوام که کاری برام انجام بدید. بنابراین بعد از would you mind دارم از ing استفاده میکنم. اما دومی میگه مشکلی هست، مسئله هست اگه من بلندشم پنجره رو ببندم، یعنی میخوام کاری انجام بدم خودم، اما دارم از شما میپرسم که آیا باهاش مشکلی دارید یا نه، که میشه would you mind if I و بعد از اون از شکل دوم فعلمون استفاده میکنیم، یعنی شکل گذشته. هر دو رو اگر که میخواین جواب بدین و بگین که نه مشکل خاصی نیست میتونی این کار رو انجام بدی یا من الان این کار برات انجام میدم، باید جواب منفی بدین. واسه همینه که شماره 7 گفت would you mind giving me the recipe. میشه رسیپی یا دستور پخت این غذا رو بهم بدی؟ گفت no not at all. نه اصلا. این نه اصلا یعنی مسئله برام نیست. من آنلاین گرفتمش، به تو هم میدم. Complete the requests with can I, could I, can you, could you, and then try to answer them. For example, could I see the menu, please?
Sure, of course.
Can you take me to school, please?
I'm sorry, I'm really busy.
No problem. You can listen and compare your ideas.
Track 59. 1,
Can I have some apple juice, please?
Sorry, we don't have any apple juice. Is orange juice okay?
2,
Could you tell me where Market Street is, please?
Sorry, I'm afraid I'm a stranger here myself.
3,
Could I see the menu, please?
Here you are. Today's specials are on the board over there.
4,
Could I use your iPad for a few minutes, please?
Eva's using it right now, but you can have it after her.
5,
Could you lend me $20, please?
I only have a 10.
6,
Can you take me to school, please?
Oh, is it time? We're going to be late.
7,
Can you help me with my homework, please?
Okay, but I'm not very good at math.
8,
Could you give me a ride to the train station, please?
Of course. What time's your train?
And this is the point that I told you about, would you mind? Listen to these sentences, practice saying them.
Track 60. 5,
Would you mind lending me $20? I'll pay you back tomorrow.
Not at all. Is 20 enough?
6,
Would you mind taking me to school today, please? I missed the bus.
Not again. That's the third time this week.
7,
Would you mind helping me with my homework? I have no idea how to do it.
I don't mind helping you, but I'm not doing it for you.
8,
Would you mind giving me a ride to the train station? I have a lot of heavy bags.
Not at all. Are you ready to go now?
End of CD1.
و ما رسیدیم به پایان بخش آخر از درس 4. درس 4 رو با هم دیگه تموم کردیم. بریم سراغ ویدیوی بعد. ورکبوک درس 4.